Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to our video. Now, Driving Empire recently signed a licensing deal with Pagani, allowing them to have real Paganis in the game. But today, Driving Empire has put out an announcement saying they are working on more licensing deals. Now, I believe Koenigsegg might be one of those. I have some evidence to prove it. So today, we're going to show the evidence off and we'll talk about it. So make sure you stick around to the end to see if Koenigsegg really could come to Driving Empire. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so right now in Driving Empire, we do sort of have Koenigsegg's if you look. They're called Helixes, and you know, they're pretty realistic models, but all these were put off sale and hidden. So, no players can access these. They haven't been able to for many months. Only players who own the cars, when they were removed, can, you know, use them right now. There's no branding on them, like no badging, nothing says Koenigsegg. It's not called Koenigsegg either, I think I've already mentioned that. And if you go in the dealership, they were all replaced with like these fake Koenigsegg's. Let me try to find them. We're gonna scroll down to the hypercars area, guys. And if we just look around for a minute, we can find these ugly things, you know. They're fake Koenigsegg's. They're trying to look like them. I believe there's more than one. Exotics, I think that's what they're called. Then there's this one. They look alright, but like, they're not Koenigsegg's. They're, you know, fake Koenigsegg's that the new players could get. Obviously, the old players still might have their old Koenigsegg's. But, I mean, yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that no new players could get Koenigsegg's, but don't worry, because they might have got a licensing deal, and I'm going to show you some evidence right now why I think that could have happened. Alright, now I've been looking for a message for like the past 20 minutes, and unfortunately, I just could not find it. But basically, the message was saying, when these cars were taken off sale, this was like about 8 months ago when this message came out, it said, hey, Koenigsegg's were taken off sale, guys, but they will be back in like about 2 weeks. Now, it's been a bit more than 2 weeks, guys. It's been 8 months. But I believe that's because the Driving Empire / Voldex legal team told the developers it's not safe to add them back. You could get in some trouble for that, so they probably just listened and didn't add them back. Now, I'm sure that they probably tried to work out some kind of deal with Koenigsegg. I don't know if they did back then, but hey, it's been like 8 months, crates have been removed from the game, they've done one licensing deal. We got an announcement today saying that they are literally working with other car companies. They have signed contracts to get more licensing from other car companies. So they know that you guys like these licensing, and I think Koenigsegg very well could be one of the car companies that they got licensing with, because who doesn't like Koenigsegg? Everyone, I feel like everyone that plays these games loves Koenigsegg, you know. Like, it would be huge if Driving Empire got Koenigsegg licensing, so I could easily see this being one of the brands that they are trying to work out a licensing deal with. I mean, they literally told us that these cars will come back, so yeah, I mean, like, if they're saying, hey, the cars will come back in the future, I mean, this definitely is the time in the future that these cars could be coming back. I mean, I don't know if you guys agree with that, but yeah, like, I feel like they could totally come back if they got licensing for them, and I feel like this is one of the brands that they probably would try to get licensing. Now, how realistic would that pricing be? Well, I'm going to do some research, and I'll get back on with you on that in a second, guys. Alright, so after doing a bit of research on pricing, it looks like I have some info. So, car companies charge anywhere from a couple $100,000 to maybe even $1 million and a bit more for their cars to be in game. Now, how many cars could we expect to see? Well, obviously when Pagani got added, we didn't get every Pagani. We only got a certain group of Paganis, only like a certain little amount. So like we got 7, and they were like handpicked by Pagani which 7 those were. So we could expect a similar thing from Koenigsegg. I don't know which of those 7 would be if they made a deal, but I'm guessing maybe like some of the special edition ones, like the Agera Thor right here. So something like this. And probably also like a few of the base models like the Regera. So, I don't really know which the cars could be. Those are just some guesses. But how much would Koenigsegg charge for licensing? Now, Koenigsegg isn't just any car brand. They're a pretty special one in my opinion. So, maybe like 500,000 to maybe even $1 million. I really don't know. That's just my guess. Obviously, those are just based off of like what other brands have charged in the past for real big games that I've seen on Google. I don't know how realistic those prices are because they're on Google, but that's just my guess for pricing. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about a few more details we would need to go over with these Koenigseggs. Now, something you need to note, this is what I'm saying by a few more details, it's a few more pricing details. Now, I don't really know how much they would charge Driving Empire versus a big car game, because Driving Empire was using their models illegally for a period of time, and they still kind of are. They're just hidden, so I don't know how Koenigsegg would feel about that. They might charge a bit more because hey, you've been using our cars for this many years without paying, so you kind of need to pay us back for that, so we're going to charge a bit more. So that's one detail we need to go over. Now the second detail is, this is actually a good detail. The cars are going to be hyper realistic. You know, right now we don't have, I mean, they're really realistic right now, but they don't have the car branding. They aren't called Koenigsegg, and I believe, like, I mean, I'm sure there's some details that are a bit off with the cars. I mean, I can't point them out. Oh my god, we've just crashed. But I'm sure that there could be like a few details that are a bit incorrect on the cars that they're going to need to change. So it's a good thing. I mean, the cars are going to be really realistic if they do get this deal. So all the car models will get changed. So like, you see this, we'll get the Koenigsegg badging all over it. That's going to be a good thing. That's one detail. But now the third and final detail we need to go over that will be changed with the cars is that all the old limiteds, you know, all these old limited cars right here, all these special edition ones, they could get removed, because I don't know if this is a real Koenigsegg. I mean, it might be, but I believe this is just like a concept Koenigsegg that was made by like a fan. Yeah, like, yes, it's based off of a Jesko, but I don't know if this is a real Jesko in real life. So I don't know if they're gonna have licensing to add this Jesko, so they might have to remove it and refund it to the money to certain players who have it. And also, all these limiteds will probably have to return on sale, because that's what they did with the one fake limited Pagani. Now, what are they going to do with the fake Koenigsegg's? Let me go ahead and try to find those real quick. I think they're called, like, exotics. Yeah, right here. This thing. What are they doing with these silly little fake Koenigseggs? They're probably going to get remodeled into the real cars, or just removed and taken off sale if Koenigsegg doesn't want to give them the licensing for this specific car. I mean, that would just be my guess what they would do with these cars. But yeah, they do have like a lot of Koenigseggs in the game right now, and I don't know if they would be allowed to use all of those. So they would definitely probably need to remove a few and refund them to players. And also all the old limiteds would probably need to be put back on sale so new players can buy them. I'm sure that'll be something in the licensing agreement. Now, could you expect to see these in any of like the Robux things, such as the bundles or track pack? No, because Pagani didn't allow that. Like, basically, the way that these licensing things work, I know I'm just saying Pagani didn't allow this, Pagani didn't allow that, but most likely the Pagani rules will be very similar to the Koenigsegg ones. So, will they be allowed to, like, make Robux profit off of these cars? Probably not. They'll probably just be only allowed to use them for in-game money. No, you know, limited cars, just all on sale, real price. Nothing, you know, crazy with them. No special things with, like, Robux or limited. That's what I'm trying to say, you know. I don't think that'll be allowed with the licensed cars. Those will all have to stay on sale at the real price with the real stats of the real cars. And that might be a good thing, you know, so everyone can get the cars to experience them. Now, last but not least, will you be able to customize your cars, you know, this crazy? I don't think so. You know, with the Paganis, there was tons of limitations, even preset colors that you were only allowed to choose. And on some of the cars, I believe actually all the cars, let me just go ahead and show you real quick. If you go to customize them, you'll see right here, you're not even allowed to change, like, any really details except for these preset paint colors. You can't change your calipers, you can't change your chrome, you can't change your rim color. That could be a bit annoying, you know. If you wanted to like change your rim color from the silver to black because you don't like silver, that could be a problem, you know, you can't change those. So I don't know how the customization will work on Koenigsegg, obviously, but only time can tell. We don't even know if we're getting Koenigsegg in the game. This is all just a prediction. So yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up today's video here. Drop a like if you enjoyed. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribe, ring that notification bell so you never miss another upload, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.